Hello, Stephanus. My name is Marko, and I'm the hiring manager at Boston Scientific. And how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing good. Nice to meet you, Marko.
Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm currently a senior at Santa Clara University, majoring in bioengineering. This past summer, I interned at a small medical device company called GVMed down here in Sunnyvale, California. And we've been working on a novel device to treat abdominal aortic aneurysm.
Okay. Why are you interested in the quality engineer position at Boston Scientific?
First of all, Boston Scientific is a world-class medical device manufacturer. I feel that once I graduated here from Santa Clara, the best skill sets that I can apply to is to ensure that all of your devices are working properly, and that's where this position comes in, the quality engineer. And this past summer, even though we only started researching and designing the prototypes, but I know some of the testing mechanism, how to analyze failure modes and all that.
Okay, nice. What motivates you to do your best work for a job?
I try to be my best at all times and do the best work I can for everything. I take pride in all of my work and all of my team's work. I think that even a minor thing such as maybe the report or documentation, that I think that's where the area that perfection really needs to be done. And to be honest, that's why I applied to this position, because that's what my character is. I want to make sure all the devices are perfect and ready to go.
Okay. Can you tell me about a time you had a heavy course load, and how did you manage your time?
That question brings me back to my spring quarter of my sophomore year. And in terms of unit, I had 23 units back then, and normally I only had maybe 20 to 21. So that's really quite a stretch. I had 5 classes and 3 labs there, and the lab really takes about 10 hours every week. But those time I really enjoy it because, especially as an engineer, I learned a lot in that quarter, because a lot of hands-on activities in the lab, and I got to know a lot of more people, the TAs, the professors, and that quarter, to be honest, is one of the best quarter I had. And I think that all the busyness really is worth every second, because I had so much fun back then.
Okay. And I see here on your resume that you were an intern, an R&D intern at GVMed. What is a problem that occurred while you were an intern, and how did you solve it?
GVMed, as I mentioned earlier, this small medical device company. There were 3 interns, including myself, working this past summer. And to be honest, all of us were unpaid interns. And it's for a good reason. It's a it's a startup company. It still has minimum funding, and one of the big problems in medical device companies, as you may know, that it may take years for a product to go from concept to market. And again, we started researching the device and the market, and we started designing some prototypes, testing it. It sure is an interesting experience for me, and also the founder also taught us a couple of good lessons, especially about the clinical trials that will follow soon after we got a good prototype ready, and also the FDA approval. I think the biggest problem that the company faced, though, is that it can take up to 5 to 10 years before we can really see any fruit of our hard work there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My next question is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
That's an interesting question. I'm somewhat of a planner here. I actually quite plan. That's why I'm here today. plan to start working in the industry, especially at the top company like Boston Scientific. I find that I need to advance my career at the right place, and being at Boston Scientific will really help me achieve that, advancing my career, especially in this medical device industry, because that really makes I feel since starting this whole medical device manufacturing and learning about it, it really helps make my life more meaningful because it has a direct impact in helping people. And I do hope not only just 5 years, maybe 10 years from now, 20 years from now, I'll be going at a higher speed in this whole industry, making products or making sure to make a great products that saves lives.
Okay, and finally, I would like to know if you have any questions for me or any questions about Boston Scientific.
Yeah. So my first question is, I really wanted to like start my day one as smoothly as possible. So, do you have any inputs or insights on how can I start contributing to my fullest starting day one?
Oh, that's a really good question. Do you have any other questions?
And so, apart from that, I do have. I'm curious about Boston Scientific's effort in maybe training the employee. Is there any particular training program that you offer to your employee to advance in this career?
Oh, that's a really good question too, and we'll get back to you with that one. Anything else?
Those two are my only questions. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Very good.
All right. Thank you, Marko.
Mhm.